Greetings! Good morning. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say there, guys. But good morning, everybody. So as we left off at, and it's been a while, as you guys know, I sucked. I mean, I completely butchered Chapter 2, as you guys know. So we're just gonna go straight into Chapter 3, exactly how it is. Like I said, I'm still skipping a lot of the heavy story parts because I still need to work on a lot of that. And we're just kind of going through the chapters, honestly, just to play them, just to have some fun, to kind of remind ourselves what all needs to be done, other than skipping the story elements. So this is Chapter 3. It pretty much goes the same, with some big adjustments. So Garcia and Ross are now warriors and berserkers, respectively. And over here is the Royal Guard. So you got Zane or Zion, I forgot what I named him honestly. You got Finn, Igor, Fila, and Noah. They're really good units. They're honestly pretty OP in this chapter, which is intentional. And then they pretty much kind of get weak as time goes on. They're really strong characters, but well, you know, I mean, like I said, they're pretty strong characters, okay? But, when you make a misplay like that, jeez. I mean, you kind of forget how hard this game is when stuff like that happens. Like, come on. Like, I literally couldn't even live for 2 seconds. Like, 2 seconds, man. 2 seconds. Jeez. Stop. Why are you biting people? My cat's already on his shenanigans early this morning. For some reason. Finn is like my favorite unit from the Royal Guard, and already he's gone. So, I mean, it's kind of sad. I mean, Zam or Ziam, how do you want to say his name? He's definitely the strongest. Jeez. This one cutthroat is very much like what is your avoidance like, bro? You're just getting lucky. And so, even though I did not recruit, like I said, I call him Banquet, you still do technically get a version of him if you defeat him. There is a way to recruit him with Gilliam instead of having to do it like this, but I think that's pretty much it. I mean, Garcia and Ross basically play the same. I did decide to make Garcia a warrior simply because that's how it was when I first played. I promoted him to warrior, and I did promote Ross to berserker. So I mean, that's just kind of one of those things that I did as a kid. So I was like, you know what? There's not many warriors that you're going to have access to. One isn't going to hurt. But like this game honestly just continues to get harder. Like no matter how, my cat just like decided that was the plan. No matter how well you play, and I mean I've done better. Like I mean in not more recent times because I was doing trash. You can get some easy kills in this chapter. I mean it's not that hard. And it's like, oh, are you just playing bad on purpose? No, I'm just playing trash. This is O'Neil from the first chapter. He's here too now. Since you don't technically get access to him until this chapter for some reason. I don't exactly remember why he doesn't join with the other chapter. I think it's just something that it's like an oversight of mine. Another change you're gonna see is that Mortar. He does have the light magic and dark, and then Natasha can use anima as well as light magic. So I mean they do have a little bit of change there. Oh my gosh, I'm playing sloppy. We're just getting low rolls. Either way. Weapons against these guys. it's not grand. Let's see. If we already die, if we die here, chapter 3, I completely like lose. I'll be very surprised. There's like no good positions for her right now. Some buffs is what she needs. Let's see. What about a javelin throw? She's not good here. Oh wow. Just oh wow. Nice. Just send that to Mortar. Or Molder, however you say his name. I really don't want to lose Ross, and I think I might have over-positioned him. Might have overextended him, oh gosh. Stole my speed wing. I just butchered that. This is also one of the few chapters that I do need to clear in a certain time, or it gets very, I'm not gonna say unwinnable, but it gets increasingly unfair. Now realistically, this game is made to Iron Man to basically just, you know, just go like a zero death run. Like that's the best way to play this and enjoy this title. Doing as poor as I'm doing right now, it may not seem like it will cost me, but it will cost me deeply. It will cost me greatly here. Like doing this poorly is going to just be the end. Because there's certain units that you really want to keep alive. Like losing Ross right there. I mean, your next Berserker, I mean, there's Dazzle or Dozer. I don't think there's any, I don't know, I think there's a couple more you can get, but I don't fully remember. I don't fully remember every character that you get right now, because I've changed so much. There's also certain units that kind of go in and out of the story. Like for example, Father Andrew, he's great right now, but he's not worth like investing too much into him. Like he doesn't even get promoted, and he very much disappears. Like after the end of this chapter. My goodness, getting the worst version of Banquet just sucks. Like knowing that there's a better one you could get if you just take your time and follow the recruiting and go through the story. That's just such a better character. Oh, I instantly forgot O'Neil is a Berserker already. O'Neil, really? Ophelia is the only paladin with a bow, so she does fall into that category of characters that once you lose, you don't get a replacement. Igor is your early hero unit. I want to say there's a couple other heroes, but I'm not 100%. I want to say, can't think of any right now to get actually. Worth a shot. I might lose Garcia here. I didn't think about this guy here. And Bone is down there. And of course, Bone is recruitable. Shit. Where are the Wyvern? Ah, the dragon things. Where are they? Oh crap. I think we might actually lose this chapter because of failing early on, which is something also that can happen. You can theoretically butcher your run by losing units early on completely. Like at this point, it's winnable. But it's also something that's not as doable as it was 5 minutes ago. To just keep it, to be just as brutally honest. Maybe should have rushed Bowen a little better. And like the Royal Guard, they do have the ability to take out him pretty quick. It's just not super easy. Nice. Good job, good job. But can she survive a second one? Can the Winged Mage survive another one? I don't think so. Well. It's like, come on, Leon, what's going on? I'm losing. That's what's going on. I'm getting my butt beat, bro. Let's see. Okay. Nice. Now, I do think technically she does have the advantage here. Even that's can't necessarily kill him, but an advantage is an advantage. It was worth a chance. Oh god, thank goodness. I didn't even read that O'Neal had 12 life, bro. I just was like, it's fine. He'll live. Nice. Not grand, but I can still get him. Come on. Oh yeah, I can snipe him. Alright, I think we took out most of the Wyvern, so now it's kind of just a couple of units that's just going to prevent me from trying to close the gap. Now, Igor, if you lose to this Brigade, I'm going to be very upset, man. And there are some God tier units, like Zane right now is God tier. I mean, there's not much that, I call him Zane a lot, you know, Zane's not bad. Like there's not much that can penetrate his defense. Come on. He's on a mountain. Is it that hard? Thank you. Got a thunder. And these cell swords aren't too tough. They're mostly just experience grinds, which you will see a lot of those in the game. I mean, because honestly, you do need. Oh goodness, you do need to kind of do that. Like, you definitely want to steal the kills you can. Because, I mean, you're not going to. While there's tons of grinding, and yeah, there's always a tower. The tower, while it's nice, I really don't want the tower to be something that you have to grind in just to progress the story. So I very much kind of made it something that wasn't. I get crit here. Nice. I mean, like the tower's fun. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like, oh, like Downtalk could be like degraded or anything. It's just not what I have in mind. I need to finish this chapter because some of us have to go to work. This is not my full-time job. I wish it was. I just don't think that's wise. I know. Ah, crap. One of the few things that some of the people who had tested the game for a little while complained about was the fact that, literally the recruitments, the reinforcements that the enemies get on their turn is so OP and it's unfair. And it's like, you know what? War's not fair, and this game is trying to be an asshole. Just straightforward. It's trying to break your very spirit. So it's like, yeah, it's not fair. I mean, you also have a great knight on Chapter 3 that on your side. So I mean, I think there's a couple of things that you can kind of let it have. Now, I will say one reason that Iron Man difficulty is like the intended plan for this project is because there's a lot of story elements, a lot of characters come into, and for the timeline of this story, only certain characters actually die. So like actually written, there's only a couple characters that have to die. So because of that and that alone, I was like, you know what? If I want to have a story that is as fleshed out as I'm envisioning, I'm going to need to have very controlled deaths. And for some people, I disagree. Like, oh man, that's like, you know, it's really too hard, or that's not really right. I mean, you're forcing too much on the player. It's yes and no. I mean, I understand, you know, not everyone can survive. I get that. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like an impossible task, some would argue. But at the same time, with the kind of resources I'll say you're given, I mean, it's understand why it's expected. Like when you take the resources that I give to the player, the unit types, the classes, the abilities, jeez. It's understood why I would expect you to try to 100% solo it. Can I get lucky here? Here. No. Let's see. I kinda should have moved some of these units in sooner. I didn't. And that's just my fault. The question is, do I want Garcia to try and get a kill here? I honestly don't think he's capable of it, unfortunately. I think he's kind of just a lost cause. Goodness. And it's possible I may have like rerun this chapter. I mean, it's completely possible. I mean, I'm taking losses that I shouldn't be taking, and maybe it's because I'm rushing. Maybe it's honestly because like I don't know why I didn't heal Zane. Like I'm not sure why. I was like, you know what, he'll be fine. No, like the man's literally. Oh God, Erica. Ah, oh, crap. Well, that's game, guys. Ah, crap. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll retry this. Until then, peace out. God bless. Take care. And I am out of here. Crap.